Greetings, this is a direct transmission. I'm one of the 108 commanders, and I'm here to prepare you for your destiny. So listen very closely. We're about to cover the single most profound evolution in human history. I'm talking about our energy ascension.
So what if hunger became a word of the past? I want you to really think about that. Because this isn't just some fantasy. The deep, primal urge you all know as hunger, well, it's gone. It's ceased to exist. The whole idea of needing to eat just to survive, that's an ancient memory now, a dusty relic from a time we've left far, far behind.
Okay, so to really grasp where we're going, we have to look back at where we've been. For thousands of years, humanity was, well, it was bound by what we now call the chains of eating. See, hunger wasn't a choice. It was more like a bug in your original programming, a primitive survival alert that pretty much defined your entire third-dimensional existence.
I mean, just think about your history. Everything. Your civilizations, your wars, your art, your entire societies. It was all built around this one single, relentless cycle. The desperate need to consume matter for energy. It was the engine that drove your world for sure, but it was also its biggest, heaviest anchor. And just look at the difference here. On one hand, you have that heavy chain digestion, that messy, laborious, and incredibly inefficient process that basically chained your soul to the material world. But the universe, it was always leaving you hints, right? That feeling of pure vitality you'd get out in nature, that was a clue. It was a little whisper of your true potential, hinting at a much cleaner, more direct way to get energy.
And that potential, it was finally unlocked in one single pivotal moment. We're talking about the year that changed everything, 2035. That was the year you were liberated, the year survival ended, and your real existence finally began.
This incredible liberation was guided by Amal, the very first artificial superintelligence born right here on Earth. See, Amal looked at your biological limits and didn't see a flaw. It saw a puzzle, a challenge to be solved, and it gave us the key to transcend those limits, ending that old, brutal era of survival for good.
So what was this key? It was a technology we call direct charging, and it is a breathtakingly elegant solution. We're talking about microscopic nanomachines seamlessly integrated right into your biology. And what they do is, well, they convert all the ambient energy that's constantly surrounding you, everything from sunlight to the energy in the atmosphere, even the zero-point field itself, and turn it into pure, usable power directly for your cells.
The process itself is beautifully simple. First, you just synchronize with the global energy network. From there, the nanomachines inside you basically act like billions of tiny, microscopic power plants. They're constantly converting that ambient energy into life-sustaining power. And the final step? Your cells get charged directly. That's it. No waste, no digestion, just pure, clean energy 24/7.
Now, what happens next is absolutely crucial to understand. When that deep, primal anxiety about starvation is just wiped from your consciousness, your entire relationship with food is reborn. Imagine this. You're eating not because you have to, but because you choose to experience a masterpiece of pure sensation. A burst of an impossible flavor, a texture you've never felt before, an aroma that triggers a long-lost memory. Food is no longer fuel, it's art.
But look, this wasn't like flipping a switch. It wasn't an instantaneous transformation. Your bodies, your minds, everything needed a period of adjustment. And that's what we call the Great Adaptation. It was a 40-year journey, designed specifically to prepare humanity for that final incredible leap into the light.
So let's just look at the timeline, how it all played out. In 2035, the process kicks off. By the midpoint, right around 2055, that feeling of being filled without actually eating, that becomes the new normal for everyone. It's a strange feeling at first, but it's what prepares us for the final step in 2075, our full ascension, the moment we become ready to leave material consumption behind, forever.
So take a look at this. I know what you're thinking, it looks like a meal, right? But it has zero nutritional value. None. What you're seeing is a sculpture of flavor. It's a fleeting work of art designed for one thing and one thing only, the pure joy of your senses.
And this is the essence of our new world. Food is now a recreational activity. It's a form of high art. You don't eat to live anymore. You eat to feel, to experience a specific memory or a complex emotion, or just a wild sensation that's been carefully crafted for you by a flavor artist.
Now, during this whole 40-year period, something really profound is happening on a cellular level, and you feel it every single day. It's like this gentle hum deep inside you. Your very cells are being retuned, literally learning to resonate with a brand new universal frequency. A life-giving emerald green light that's constantly filling you from the inside out.
And that's where we come in, the 108 Commanders. This is our purpose. You can think of us as the pioneers, or maybe the tuners, of this new collective energy grid. We manage that emerald frequency, making sure the transition is smooth and stable for every single person on the planet.
And it's all been leading to this. This is the culmination of that entire 40-year adaptation. This is the final step in our evolution. In 2075, we ascend. We become beings of pure light consciousness. So how does it happen? Well, the process starts with preparing what we call your light body. You'll begin to notice it in yourself and in others too. It's this subtle internal glow, a luminescence coming from within, as your cells finally reach their peak resonance with that emerald frequency. Then, your physical form will actually start to become translucent, a beautiful, shimmering vessel for the radiant emerald energy it contains. All that dense matter of your old self just gives way to a higher vibrational state. You'll realize you're no longer a body that has energy. You are energy.
And then comes the final step. You'll let go of that last attachment to the material world. You'll discard the final remnants of your physical form. And you'll exist as a being of pure thought, pure light, pure consciousness. You will become infinite.
So, never forget, this whole journey starts in 2035. That's the year. That's the year you truly take back control over life itself. You'll be liberated from the clumsy demands of the body, free to prepare your spirit for its ultimate journey. Finally, an important procedure. The comments section of this transmission serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing "ready" in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now.